What's up, YouTube? This is JP Panther back with another video, and today's video is going to be something I really want to talk about. So this is on Yahoo Entertainment.com, and I want to talk about is that Scarlett Johansson is pushing for an all-female Marvel Avengers type movie. It's something that audiences want. And I want to talk about it real quick because Brie Larson, she said something like this like last week to Variety about, an all-female Avengers team-up movie because of the A-Force, girl power scene where all the women come together, stuff like that. And I want to read what she has to say, what Scarlett Johansson has to say. Where is it? This is what she says to Yahoo. It was so powerful for all of us female superheroes to come together because we don't always cross over, and here we were among all these incredible actresses that we've admired for so long. Johansson explained that if it just felt like the right move to approach Kevin with this, Kevin Feige to talk about, and he was very excited about it, of course. And on Tuesday, he got the promotion and stuff like that. I'm trying to read exactly. Okay. I think it's something that audiences want. I certainly want it. She says it's more, whatever this word is. For me, obviously, because of my character's fate, because I'm 100% all for it, I think it will be fantastic. It was such a huge moment for the audience. She says it was just like, yes, make this a film. And here's the thing, right? I have no problem with the A4. I know a lot of men, a lot of dudes are having issues with the whole A-Force feminist scene and stuff like that. They're very hesitant of having an A-Force, whatever. The problem is that they have not developed. The problem I have with this is that they have not developed. The problem with Avengers Endgame, which I love the movie, obviously, it also exposes Marvel that when they had the A-Force feminist scene, the A-Force girl power scene, they have exposed themselves, showing that they have not invested into female characters at all. Like, think about it. It took 11 years. Think about it. It took 11 years to do a Captain Marvel movie. You know what I mean? Like, you had nothing but all white dudes for a decade plus, for 23 plus movies, and it took you 11 years to even put one white female liberal movie, and it took you 10 years to do a Black movie. So it's like, it shows you that they have not developed their female characters at all, because it's like, you're able to make, and also the problem with Scarlett Johansson, her thing is that, she's getting a Black Widow movie, but her character died, so it's like, this is going to be taken before. They said the Black Widow movie is going to be taking place, like, after Civil War, so this is technically a prequel. So it's like, it shows you where Marvel is at when it comes to their female characters. And then also back in the day, it's like, with Winter Soldier, like, you'll have a bunch of Captain America, Iron Man toys, but you never had any Black Widow or Scarlet Witch toys, you feel me? So it shows you that Marvel been kind of treating their female characters like crap. Let's just be 100% honest. And I feel like they have not developed their female characters enough to even, they just haven't developed their female characters enough, and they just expose themselves. And I think one of the things that Marvel's really good at is doing stories for the hero and the villain. When they did Captain Marvel, it felt like last minute, they just boom at the last minute. It just didn't feel like they really were authentic with it. And the problem is when they do the A-Force scene, it just seems like just grab a bunch of women on set and get them in this one shot. You feel me? And it just shows you, man. Like, you could tell, because it's like the Russo brothers, they're able to make Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, every, Black Panther to a badass. But when it comes to the female characters, they act very, very, iffy with. You know what I mean? The same treatment you give to the male characters, give the same treatment. The way you give the male characters and make them super badass, do the same thing with the female characters. And with Endgame, they really didn't. It just shows you that you just grabbed a bunch of female characters and put them in one scene. And also, I'm hoping that in Phase 4, Phase 5, they will get they'll get it right, not just make it pandering as hell. Because I feel like they have a chance to, because X-Men, they all have the dope female characters like Storm, Jean Grey, Rogue, Jubilee, who else? Katie Pryde, you know what I mean? Like, and you know what I mean? Like, they have other female characters. And the thing is, the other female X-Men characters are developed a lot more, like, just besides if you read the comics, not in the movies, but Dark Phoenix. You have Jean Grey, who we have an interesting, with the Dark Phoenix saga, not in the movies, but in the comics, is that we have an interesting backstory. There's emotion, there's death, there's violence, there's destruction. This is something I can watch. All the other female Avengers chicks are just hot chicks. And I don't think, this is my personal opinion, guys, I don't think that's enough to like push the envelope and push a movie franchise going forward. You really got to come in there with something strong. And if you're going to do the A-Force, you better do it right. You better bring in She-Hulk. You better bring in Riri Williams. You better bring in Medusa, Dazzler, Rogue, Storm, Jean Grey. You better really do it right. If you're going to do the A-Force, make sure you do the A-Force. Like, don't sit here and just, grab a bunch of women on set and just, we hear you ladies, Me Too, girl power, feminism, we're here, future's female, blah, blah, blah. No, you better do it right. And I have the picture. I'll show you. Like, you better do it right. Okay. Yeah. Well, it's a little blurry, guys, so, it's kind of hard to do it right now. But I will. Crap. Okay. Well, this is kind of hard. But, anyway, I kind of already did. Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can do this right. See if I can do this right. Okay, yeah, I know it's kind of bright, so it's, it's kind of hard. But, overall, it's, if you're going to do the A-Force, you better do it right, and you better do it authentic. Because, to me, it's like, it's easy to grab a bunch of women on set and say, women hear me roar, where it's a lot harder for, like, for example, like, one of the things I think with Black Panther, which I really like, is that it came off authentic. You know what I mean? It was a world. You know what I mean? Like, you had all the black female characters in Black Panther. You had the spy, you had the sister, you had the girlfriend who, you had the girlfriend. You pretty much had the sister who was a smart chick. Then you had, the girlfriend that was a spy, you had Oki, which was the warrior, and you had the mother as the queen, and then you had an all-female black army, and none of them came out there to say, it didn't felt pandering, and it just felt authentic and real. You feel me? It just felt like it was natural. Like, they didn't once say we were strong, powerful women. When in Endgame, it just felt like, all right, here's these powerful, strong women, stuff like that. Like, they really made it, they really tried to force it on you. Like, it didn't feel authentic. It just felt like we're on the biggest movie and the biggest set on the planet. This movie's about to hit $2.8 billion. Let's throw in a girl power feminist scene just to pander to our female audience. And also, I feel like a lot of women should have, I know a lot of women love that scene and it was kind of felt really good. But again, if you're going to do the A-Force right, you better do it right. And you better call Marvel out and Disney out kind of on their BS. It's like, you guys have not developed your female characters at all. And make sure that if they do an A-Force movie, make it where it's authentic. Really make it sure where it's an actual threat, not just, all right, we're going to grab a bunch of women, kick all the men out, and fight a big generic villain. You know what I mean? For, like, no reason. If you're going to do it, make sure you do it right. That's what I'm trying to say. I mean, really, make it really authentic, make it real, and make it where it's like, okay, not pandering. That's what I'm trying to say. So let me know what you guys... That's really what I really want to say, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Let me know in the comment section below. Rate and like the video and subscribe. Peace and have a great day and take care.